So today I just went outside for the first time this year. I basically just stayed inside from the last time I have this vlog up. So I went to the city today, thought I would make use of this really good weather, hot and not raining. It's been raining for the past 5 days, ever since New Year's Eve. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't leave the apartment. I really love Circular Quay. This beautiful view is just never gets old. It just never gets old. The sun was really hounding down on us today. It was humid, but in a lot of ways, I don't mind it at all because I quite enjoy the fact that we have a little bit of sun. I was watching this ferry turn around because apparently you have to go in head first if you want to park the ferry in the quay. At the quay, I mean, like at the wharf. So when you're about to depart, you have to turn yourself around so that you can go the right way. I found that to be interesting. So there's a really high presence of police today because since yesterday, the 4th of December, we in Sydney, they have started to implement mandatory mask rule within indoor and public transport settings. So you can still see people are not wearing masks when they are outdoors. They're not actually required to, but it's just only when you are indoors in a public setting, like shopping center or uh, supermarket or public transports or in the shop. So I picked up a few things at the art shop before, but I didn't really get to record it. So this is the Rocks area. So this is a very touristy area around Sydney. If you come to Sydney, you definitely should check it out. There's a lot of buildings that are preserved here. They're not allowed to be tear down because they are heritage listing buildings. So it's kind of like Sydney Old Town. If you go to a lot of countries in Europe, you would see old towns where they still have old buildings from many centuries ago. So the Rocks is that place in Sydney. It's very small and tiny, and you can see those buildings, those tall buildings peering at the back because this is very tiny. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like 2 kilometers squared area. So I have to make sure I'm wearing a mask before I go into Starbucks. You are actually allowed not to wear a mask when you're eating and drinking, but unless you are doing that, it is quite imperative that you're wearing a mask. I just don't want to get fined for $200, so I just made sure that I'm wearing a mask. I was asking this dude for a decaf coffee, but they didn't have one. And I'm always that person now that is so annoying when I order coffee because I would order a decaf coffee with oat milk. So it is so complicated. I feel bad, but at the same time, I really want coffee, and but I can't handle the caffeine inside um, each cup, so I have to, settle with decaf. Starbucks is always for me a comfort place. I always have come here for the past 20 years. When I was at uni, I go to Starbucks to study. Now I just go to read or write in my journals. This one is pretty new. It used to be located near the other side of the station, the Circular Quay stations, but now it's at the Rocks area. Oh, I always wanted to buy Starbucks products, but they are so expensive. Oh, this is for Chinese New Year's. This year, Chinese New Year is the year of the ox. So this is the only time I would take my mask off because first I'm allowed to, yeah, because it's outside and I'm drinking as well. I hopped on a tram from where is this? I think it's from Wynyard, I think. And it's weird because when I hop on the tram, I really had to wear my mask on, so it was quite. See, there is more police. They're just making sure that everyone is complying, I guess, because you really going to get fined. The reason is because we are experiencing a recent outbreak in Sydney, so they are tightening up the rules. So I'm on a bus and I'm going to the other side of Sydney. I wanted to go into Mineralism um, shop. It's a shop for crystals, and I want to check out this necklace that I have had in my mind for a while. So I want to check out the price. Oh, look at those crystals. They are so beautiful. I just want to stay inside this shop for a long, long time. It is just so comforting to be in here. You're not supposed to touch all these things. You know, there are actually things to say don't touch them, but I touched them anyway. Anyway, I moved on to a bookstore. I bought these, The Cultural Revolution in China. I really wanted to find out like what's going on in the Cultural Revolution because first of all, I'm ethnically Chinese, even though I speak no Chinese, which I really feel I should rectify sometime before I die. But until then, so they have the second floor in this bookshop. Um, I ended up buying two books actually. I bought something to do with autism and the Cultural Revolution book. It added up to about $36, so it wasn't too bad for two books. I went into the Broadway shopping center for a little bit. I did not know how long I was there for, actually. So this is what a local shopping center looks like. Anyway, this is the end of the vlog. I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Bye.